What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out episode 37 of the Poker Monk vlog. I'm out here at James Madison's Montpelier in Orange, Virginia, which is just outside Charlottesville, shooting some B-roll and time-lapse stuff, as you can see here, for the segment you'll see after this introduction. I mentioned in the last episode that I just started doing mental game coaching with Dr. Trisha Cardner. We just finished up our first week working together, and man, it's just been going awesome. So the thing Dr. Cardner and I are focusing on right now is what we're calling 2-week sprints, where we pick 3 goals that I want to achieve and focus on just those 3 specific goals for 2 weeks straight every day. The 3 goals we decided to focus on for this first 2-week sprint are: 1, a morning ritual practice, which consists of mostly meditation, writing down some affirmations, that kind of thing, doing some journaling, and reviewing whatever I studied poker-wise the day before. The second thing is studying hand reading, something I've wanted to focus on for a while, so we've gathered a bunch of material, and for the next 2 weeks I'm just going to study an hour a day, in addition to my regular poker study, but study an hour a day on hand reading. And the third thing we're focusing on is releasing more frequently and more consistently YouTube content. So the goal for this sprint was 4 videos, so 2 a week. I already published 2 last week, and then this one should be out tomorrow or the next day, and then I've got another one coming out a couple days after that. So I'm on track for that goal as well. In fact, this first week, I studied every day, I did my morning rituals every day, and I'm on track, like I said, with releasing the YouTube videos. So this first week has just been nothing but a big success, and I'm really excited about how it's going. If you're interested in learning more about Dr. Cardner, or if you want to sign up for her totally free course on revving up your poker success, head over to peakpokermindset.com and you can check all that out. Also, you'll find a link to that in the description below. I also wanted to come out here today because I got a new lens for my iPhone, and it's pretty badass. I wanted to come out here and give it a try. I really like it. I think one of my favorite things about it is it's so small and subtle, you can barely even see it on there. Should be real inconspicuous in the casino. Thank you guys so much for checking out the vlog today. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. That would help me out a lot. But otherwise, enjoy the episode. So as part of this kind of ongoing training we have to do at Monticello, a big group of us have come to Montpelier today to check out a new slavery exhibit they have called Distinction of Color. They've built kind of a museum-style exhibit. They've recreated the South Yard where the enslaved community lived, and then we're having a Q&A session afterwards. So should be pretty interesting. Figured you guys might like to come along and check it out with me. Let's do it.
I'm staying close to the mirror, a lock of gold, a secret smile, little things I remember. Place a hand upon my heart as her, she was a believer. Sometimes I can feel her arms holding me as forever.
Check out this really cool mosaic they made. It's made out of bricks found here on the property that were used to make the enslaved cabins and stuff, so it's kind of powerful, really neat.
I see in you my mother's eyes.
All right, so really enjoyed that. Some great information. I think the exhibit is pretty impressive. If you have a chance, you really should check it out, especially in light of all the kind of race-based shit that's been going on in Charlottesville. I think this stuff is pretty important to learn about, to have kind of a good base of knowledge, to know where we've come from and how far we've come and how much farther we have to go. But yeah, so really enjoyed it. All right, back to poker.
Hey, check it.
All right, bye, Miso. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoy your breakfast. I'll see you in a little bit. All right, Tuesday morning, about 10 a.m., and I am off to Hollywood Casino to put in a 1-2 session. I'm coming off of back-to-back losses at MGM, so I'd really like to put in a win today. It's kind of frustrating, you know, I really want to move up to 2-5, and my win rate right now is it fluctuates between like 5 and 7 big blinds an hour, so I'm only playing 1-2, 1-3, so it's going pretty slow, and but you know, so that can be a little frustrating. But what can you do? It is what it is. Gonna head out there to Hollywood and start grinding it out, try to build up that bankroll. First trip with the new tires. They're pretty sweet. Went with all season, because you know, I'm a baller.
Hey, check it. Put the place up.
I'm here at my local post office picking up a P.O. box. A few of you have mentioned wanting to send me stuff. I got a message from a guy named George the other day who even mentioned that he wanted to send me 20 bucks to put towards a drone, which is awesome. It left me a little speechless. It's such a sweet gesture. So yeah, if you guys feel like reaching out to me by mail, you can do it now. Just check the description below and you can find out the P.O. box number. All right, off to Hollywood Casino. We arrived safely, made good time, didn't get a ticket, didn't die. What more can you ask for? Let's get in a game. All right, only been playing an hour here and been getting kind of owned here by one guy at the table. The guy sitting on my left has already beat me out of 2 big hands. So I'm already down 300 for this game, which is a bummer because I've only been playing like barely an hour. So this is gonna be another one of those sessions where I'm trying to make a comeback the whole time, which I find those just so frustrating, but just gonna, you know, play my best. That's all I can do. Well, things are going a little bit better. I'm still down, but I'm definitely mounting a comeback here. I just really tightened up and have been playing, try not to tilt, just kind of stay on my game and just play each hand the best that I can. So, and it's going okay right now, but like I said, I'm still down. Gonna play for maybe another 45 minutes, an hour. Hopefully I can get some of that back still, so. All right, gonna get back in there and keep grinding away.
Put the place up. Yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo. I'ma change.
All right, it's hand analysis time. Woohoo! This first hand, I'm in the cutoff with a stack of about $200 and the Queen 10 of spades. There are 3 limps, and I decided to make it 20 to go. This is actually out of character for me and a pretty loose raise. The old me would have just limped here, so even though I think I probably should have just folded this hand, I am glad that I played it for a raise. Both the blinds call, and everyone else folds. The flop comes Queen 7-3 rainbow. It's checked to me, and I bet out 35. The small blind is the only caller, and we go heads up. The turn is the king of spades. He checks it over to me, and I think this is actually a pretty good spot to just go ahead and check it back. I don't feel like he's gonna call with worse hands here, and I definitely don't think he's gonna lay down a made hand like if he's made a pair of kings or queens. So I check, and the river is the 4 of diamonds. It's checked over to me, and I bet out $60. In hindsight, I don't like this bet at all. I should have just checked here and went to a cheap showdown. So I don't like a bet here for the same reason I liked the check on the previous street. He's not going to call with worse hands, and he's definitely not going to lay down a better hand. This board is super dry, and it really looks like a big pair could take it down. So I don't think he's going to fold to any reasonable size bet. To my dismay, the villain comes over the top of me and check raises me to $130. Can't imagine this is a bluff here. In fact, it's probably a pretty big hand. I'm sure he's got at least king, queen, probably a set, something like that. So nothing to do here but fold. Just move on to the next hand. All right, hand number 2. I'm in the cutoff again with about $180 in my stack and a pair of red 5s. There's 3 limps ahead of me. I decided to go ahead and set mine kind of cheap here and just limp as well, and both the big blinds come along too. The flop comes king 5 deuce 2 clubs. The small blind leads out for $5. The first middle position player and the low jack both call. I raise it to $15 and only the low jack calls. I like the raise here with the clubs on board, but I do think I should have gone larger, probably something around 25 bucks. So heads up, and the turn comes the ace of spades. I decide to bet on the smaller side here, hoping to not blow him off at an ace or a king, and just praying that I fade a club on the river. So I bet out 30 and the villain calls. The river comes really good for me. It's the king of diamonds. If the villain does have a king here, it's going to be almost impossible for him to get away from it. So I go ahead and bet $75 and the villain folds. Looks like he did have a flush draw, so I do wish I would have charged him more on the flop in the turn, but that's okay. I'm happy to take it down. In this last hand, I'm in the first middle position with a stack of about $150, and I pick up ace king of hearts. There's one limp. I raise to 12, MP2, the button, big blind, and under the gun +1, they all call. The flop comes 9-6 deuce with 2 hearts. Under the gun 1, he immediately donks out for $20. I think with only $138 behind here, I've really only got 2 options. I can either call or just shove all in. I think I like the shove here. I've still got enough behind to be kind of intimidating to, top pair or over pairs here. And I'd be perfectly happy to take this down right now with ace high. Plus, if I get called here, I've got lots of equity with the flush draw on the overcards. So I go ahead and stick it in. I'm a little surprised, but the second middle position player, he comes over the top of me and shoves all in for $270, and everyone else folds. The board runs out, giving me a little hope. 9 of hearts, 4 of clubs. So I do make my flush, though it puts a pair on the board, and unfortunately, the villain flips over pocket deuces for a made full house. I still like my line here with this stack size. I think I just got a little unlucky to run into a set. But maybe you think different. Let me know in the comments. All right, as you can see, that session's over. I'm back in the car. Man, I couldn't get out of the casino soon enough. I had a super frustrating and just kind of tilting day and just wanted to get out of there. I know I usually wrap it up at the casino, but like I said, I just wanted to hit the road. I was just taking a ton of bad beats and coolers and all that shit. I know that we're supposed to embrace these suck outs and bad beats and stuff. It really does show you're playing well, and that people have to suck out. They have to bad beat you if they're gonna win against you. And I know that in my heart, but man, when you're trying to build a bankroll and just one session at a time, trying to grind it up so that you can move up in limits, and then you're taking all these bad beats and it's kind of holding you back from moving up, it's super frustrating. It wasn't a big loss today. I lost 239, so it's not the end of the world or anything. And in fact, I should probably feel pretty good about it. I was in for 500. I was down to under $100 in chips, and I was able to grind it all the way back up to even. And then in the last couple hands, the last half hour I was there, I took 2 more bad beats and I gave a bunch of it back. One hand is just typical. I got it all in pre-flop with pocket aces against pocket kings, and a guy hit a king on the flop, typical story there. And then on the last hand, I slow played a big hand and the villain hit a 2-outer on the river. I'm not super upset about it, but after taking enough losses in a row and all the bad beats and stuff, it just gets a little frustrating. I'm feeling it a little bit right now. Don't take this as too big of a deal. I'm a little frustrated right now, but I'll get over it. I'm playing well. The variance is kind of kicking my ass right now, and it'll turn around. So gonna try and keep a positive attitude about it. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Later.